Court will begin the call of the docket with the call of cases 2015-165, 2015-164, State of Arkansas versus William Lewis. Mr. Lewis, calling your case, you're for arraignment today on charges of, in case 2015-165, charges of breaking or entering, Class D felony, and theft of property, Class A misdemeanor, and in case 2015-164, the charge is theft by receiving. Have you made any arrangements to be represented by an attorney? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No.
Okay. What is your intention? Are you planning to hire private counsel?
Not in public defender.
All right. So you're going to apply to the public defender?
Yeah.
All right. On the charges that I read off, how do you now plead?
Not guilty.
Okay. I'm noting your plea of not guilty on each of the charges. These cases, will be set. One is assigned to the Division 3 docket of Judge Putman. One's assigned to the Division 4 docket, which is my docket. For purposes of convenience of everyone, the court at this time is going to transfer case 2015-165 to the Division 4 docket, and we'll note the plea of not guilty in each cases. They're going to be, these cases will be set by scheduling order with a trial date scheduled for December 7th of 2015, a pretrial date set for October 22nd of 2015, and a reappearance date of September 24th of 2015. Your next step is to make sure you get the application and get for the public defender services. You have to fill that out before they can be appointed to represent you. So you can obtain a copy of that and get that filled out and on its way to the public defender's office as soon as possible. Are there any other issues to be taken up at this time?
Your Honor, if there are applications over there, he could go ahead and fill out an application this morning when we bring inmates over, then we could bring his application over. Mr. Lewis has been a public defender client before, so unless his situation has changed, then I would anticipate he would qualify.
All right. Well, Mr. Lewis, your next appearance in court, in accordance with the scheduling order, will be September 24th of 2015. The records before the court show that there is a parole hold on you, so at this time bond is not an issue. At this time you may be excused. Call 2015-163, State of Arkansas versus Jonathan Echols. The charges against you in this case are forgery, Class C felony. Have you made arrangements to be represented by an attorney?
I've been talking to a public defender.
All right. Is that one I already signed? I think it is. I think I've already signed approving that, so the public defender's office will be appointed. On the charges of forgery, Class C felony, how does the defendant now plead?
He pleads not guilty, Your Honor.
Plea of not guilty is noted. The court's ordering him to reappear in front of Judge Putman on June 25th. 2014-62, 2015-22, State of Arkansas versus John Lewis. Case 2014-62 is set for jury trial June 22nd. Where do we stand on that?
Your Honor, Mr. Lewis, when you were here in May, the court reinstated his bond, and He was out of jail, and it's my understanding from talking to Mr. Lewis and Affordable Bail Bonds that they have now revoked his bond, so obviously he is back in jail. As far as the June trial date, Your Honor, we can leave that, at least for now, as it stands.
Looking at it, I misunderstood initially. Both cases are set for June 28th, or June 22nd. All right. So it's still, they've revoked his bond, he's back in jail. The status is that they're set for trial on June 22nd.
Your Honor, Mr. Lewis and I visited yesterday. Your Honor, at a very minimum, Mr. Lewis, I believe, had a bond of $35,000. And my request to the court would be that the court would set some sort of bond. It's up to the bonding companies in this area whether or not that they choose to bond Mr. Lewis. But I think he's entitled to a bond. This court has set a bond before. He has paid a considerable amount of money, as he has told me, so, Your Honor, he cannot make a $35,000 bond again. I would ask the court to set some sort of bond in the neighborhood of $10,000 to cover both cases. Your Honor, he may have had a failure to appear in the past. I don't think that he has any sort of flight risk whatsoever.
What says the state?
Judge, given the unprecedented nature of the reason that the man was picked up, I think that's fair. I think he's only in jail. He didn't fail to appear.
No, he was here, and Judge Webb reinstated his bond, and then his bond was revoked on some misdemeanor charges, I believe, by Affordable.
Okay.
And so I'm asking that,
Judge, I'm comfortable with a $10,000 bond given the nature of the charge.
All right. Bond will be set at $10,000. Do we have any issues of, the only violation was a misdemeanor violation of the law, or the alleged that it?
Your Honor, that's all that I'm aware of, that Mr. Lewis can hear us, so I don't think anything, even the 15-22 case, I don't believe that was involved in why he was surrendered by Affordable.
All right.
I think it relates to a traffic stop, Your Honor.
All right. Very well. The bond will be set at $10,000 to cover both cases. Your cases are set for trial on June 22nd. If you do bond out, you need to be getting in to see your attorney, making sure you're fully prepared for trial on the 22nd of June. It'll be the order of the court that you'll be released on a $10,000 bond, and that's going to be the 22nd. Right now is your next appearance in court. So you need to follow through on that. All right, you may be excused.